What's going on, folks? I'm Ned from Ned's Tech Bets, otherwise known as your friendly neighborhood basement dweller. Don't worry, ma'am, I am from the internet. Today we're checking out Popular Mechanics 1976. Got a good-looking woman with a nice big red surfboard surfing in the USA, New York. Geez, they actually do have a bit of ocean on the coast there, don't they? Lucky sods. Buddy boy here saying on the road he'd be all alone without his Midland convoy buddy. I bet the cops love that hat. Legitimately, in the 70s, could you get away with wearing something like that and have a cop rolling up on you? I do feel like if I had that on these days, I'd get smacked, and if that guy was black, it'd be. I'm so lucky that I'm not rich and around these kinds of things because I would do the dumbest stuff like get a whole bunch of plastic barrels together and just attach 100 of these things to them and see how quick I could launch them. The cigarette owes me something. Enjoyment. Bet he says the same thing about his girlfriends. The universe lost something. These Heathkits? I think they're Heathkits. Someone corrected me on it once. I just can't remember which one it is. But legitimately, we are forgetting our technology. We're forgetting where we came from. And instead of being able to replace things, we just have to, instead of repairing things, we just have to replace things. And that's freaking kind of disgusting. For a second there, this looked a lot more complicated than it actually was, but anyone who has to put a car together these days knows, holy frick. I thought taking printers apart was a thing. Taking cars apart is such a... Sign now, sail later, drink lots of semen. Sorry, legit, I shouldn't be casting any shade at service members. I got a lot of respect for all of them. Except the Air Force, the way they get to sit inside in air conditioning all day. I'm kidding. Lord knows basic training would eat me alive. Then again, every generation says it gets a lot easier, and it's nothing like it was when I was a kid, so geez, maybe I could just fly on by that. How come we never ended up getting more of these things? Huh. That's an interesting advertisement. I kind of wonder, would they just be stuck like that? How long would they be standing there in order to get that picture taken? How long is he had his face like this for to get that picture taken? I bet they stopped making these kits because, a few dumbasses really hurt themselves with it and sued people into the floor. I strongly feel like somewhere in the 70s, lawyers got involved and people stopped doing things more. Like, instead of doing things, people would get sued into the ground for doing things maybe a little bit wrong. Hey, look, I found token in the Popular Mechanics. Legit, we needed more inclusivity. Anyways, legitimately, it seemed like there was a time we could all get out there and make things and we'd be fine, and then lawyers got involved, and then everyone got sued into the ground. And these days, we have a legal system within society, too, just within conversations and whatnot. People start using outrage as ways of leading a conversation into one way or another. So not only now are we in a time when we can't build anything because we don't want to be sued, we can't say anything because we don't want to be canceled. The progressives will find your place of work in your house and torment your family and your boss saying you should fire this guy. Now, a man had a lot of things to worry about in the 70s, don't get me wrong. But unless you were a certain public representative of a corporation or a government body, by saying something dumb, you wouldn't generally get fired. But now that we have the internet, a lot of things have changed. Oh my god, look at that fancy hold a call button. I'm definitely a computer tech. That makes me a phone guy, and I love that. Check it out, guys. This guy's building one of Mario's pipes. Those babies will have babies of their own by now. Or not. Whatevs. Huh. I wonder why. Is it just because the lines could come down? Or does this mean I shouldn't be swimming under high voltage poles? Now this guy, you can't bust any balls for an advertisement like this. Man, I wish I could look that fancy. Hey, check it out. They did have inclusivity way back then. A few good men, a few dedicated women. Right on. Anyways, that's it for me today, folks. Catch you later. Have a good one.